Hey, what's up, guys? It's Navarro, head trader Penny Stocks Club 13. It's Friday, October 9th, 2020, and I'm here just with a quick video, a little recap on today's action, and just to remind you all, if you haven't done so, to go ahead and sign up for a free newsletter at PSC13.com. Just go ahead and enter your email, guys. You'll be receiving free updated emails on the newsletter, and it's full of information for beginner traders and advanced traders alike. And it's just something that I want to put out there for everybody that's looking for guidance in how to trade penny stocks. So again, PSC13.com, guys. Go ahead and sign up. So quick recap, guys. I took only 2 trades. I didn't trade anything in the morning. Reason why is because if you saw yesterday's video, I took 3 trades and had 3 back-to-back losses. So today I decided to take a different approach and not be too aggressive. There was some opportunities, but not too many. It was a little slow in the morning, and the few opportunities, I wasn't in them on time. When I saw them, they were not at my preferred entry, so I just let them run. I was watching the action and then just letting everything set up. And I believe out of all days, guys, one of the things that I almost never do is trade during lunchtime. And lately, I haven't traded during lunchtime. But every time I'm eating lunch, there's messages going off on the chat room with big breakouts and stuff. And today I decided to stick around and see if that was gonna happen. And of course, I mean, typical thing. I take my first trade on IGC, and it's a failed lunchtime breakout, guys. And that's the reason I almost never trade during lunch unless the setup is perfect. And not to say that this one wouldn't have worked. The setup was there. It just failed. Usually they fail because there's not a lot of volume during lunchtime. Everybody's out to lunch, and they just they have the bigger chance of failure because of that reason. So let's go to the action on the 1 day 3 minute, guys. So this is what I saw on the daily before we get to the 1 day 3 minute. So you see the momentum. It's starting to go in an upward direction. So I thought it was just really gonna push all the way up to 2, but again, being lunchtime breakout. So I had this little A, B, C, D pattern going, and I took an entry here at around 160. And I started going for a little bit, about 3%, and then it just came back down. And I didn't take a loss here. I broke even, but it was a failed trade. And let me reword that. It didn't work out, but the risk management was awesome. So I am actually really happy about it, because I could have easily gotten out down here. But since it was a failed trade, it didn't break out, it didn't take off, I just decided that being lunchtime, I was just going to get out, break even, keep my account where it was, and no harm, no foul. So, that's where I took this trade, and that's where I stayed. And I was just very patiently and calmly looking at one other stock that I was waiting for a setup. And, so I moved on to this one. And then my only other trade of the day, guys, was in SOL. So let's go to the daily before we get here, guys, because I want to talk to you about why I took this trade. So you see SOL, how it had this little cup and handle, and then it took off, and then how you've got the top of the pattern, top of the cup and handle pattern, right? And this is important to note because this is the daily chart. This is every candle here is 1 day. So let's zoom in. So you can see how this level, this $3 level, okay, let's go ahead and use our drawing tools here to add a little bit more visual aids here. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect, but you can see how, you know, getting close to that level was resistance. Same here. And now look where it showed support. That $3 level, right? So as this candle was forming, you know, you've got your push, then you got your support, and now you've got, if it breaks over this one, if it breaks over this other candle, then you could get that possible squeeze, right? So that's what I was playing. I was playing this candle formation. When it was forming right below this yesterday's candle, that's where I took the entry at 340. And let's go to the daily so that you can see the similarities of how to look for previous resistance levels that can become support. Now you can count it here. It's 1, 2, 3, and then of course the support. And let's go to the 1 day 3 minute. So yeah, that's the big move that it put up, and this was the trade that helped me end the week on a green note, and it was a really good trade, guys. Required patience and anticipation and understanding of the support and resistance levels, right? So again, comparing it to the daily, so let's go here to the 340. I'll make it the right tool here. So we go here to the 340. We draw our trend line, our resistance line. And now let's look at how many times it got rejected there. So it got rejected on the initial high a day. That's your initial high. Retested it again here. Right? Then again here. So that's 3 rejections, 1, 2, 3, and then it just didn't crash down. So what you want to see here, or what you can think about this here, because it's a touch and go at VWAP, is that shorts try to reject it. They try to take it down. So if it gets rejected on the big breakdown, you know, it didn't break down. So now you gotta think that shorts are trapped in here, right? And especially, let's look at. I'm just gonna zoom out here. I'll probably. Sorry about that, guys. That keeps popping up. So let's zoom out here. So this is yesterday where, you know, shorts probably came in. Now they're trapped in here, right? So now they got to cover. So that's what I was thinking. And, you know, we entered here and it took off. Now, what I'm looking for, if you're thinking, oh, it's going to break down, well, no, you got to look for this resistance level. Previous resistance is now going to become support. There's your touch and go, sign of strength, and it just never looked back. I took profits at 410 and 420, guys, and it was just a massive return with a full entry, full position, and just patience and anticipation, guys. And that's pretty much, if we average it up to, or average it down to 415 because I scaled out, that's a 22% return, guys, on one trade, which since I don't trade with my full account balance. You should never do that. But it put my account up like about, I want to say 8% or so, or a little less. I mean, it's a pretty big account, and I didn't take, you know, I only trade with about 25% of my accounts or something like that, or 30% or so. So, you know, it was a pretty big win, and just an awesome way to cap off the week with a green day. And again, a little lesson on how to look for previous resistance levels to become support. You got your touch and go, sign of strength, and then the volume coming in at the end where the little squeeze. Now, there's something that I want you to note, and that's that it didn't break down. So there might be possible continuation. I mean, it didn't break down after hours. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. For now, you know, it gave us this big move. Patience and anticipation, guys. This is the way you want to trade. If this is a little difficult for you, you could have taken profits here, Now you have less money at risk. You already put some money in your pocket. You're gonna take in some more profit here, and then the final take profit over here. Easy scale out method, and a way to hold on to your trades a little longer. So that's SOL, guys. That is SOL. A couple of swing trades that we had going on. TRCH, this one I called out, made this big move afterwards, and then it just came back down, retraced all the way back down to where it came from, and right now it's holding above VWAP. So this one was a good entry, and it did give a 20% move, guys, after hours. So that was a big move, TRCH. And then the other one really didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'm still holding on to it, but with a starting position, so nothing big, nothing that can hurt my account. But it's still trending sideways, consolidating. If we look at the daily, that's what's getting interesting here, because we've got this rejection levels at around 80 cents. So if it can break through 80, it'll probably make a push either to 90. Probably 90. We got the 180 coming in, will be probably resistance. And if it breaks through, I think a possibility to get to 1. I'm not saying it's going to happen. That's just what we see here with this upward trend, right? But we'll see what happens, and we'll have another video on Monday. Remember, the markets are closed on Monday in observance of Columbus Day. So I'll be preparing for the week on Monday with a short video on what we're going to be looking at. And that is it for today, guys. I hope everybody had a green day, a green week, and that next week, a short week, you get 4 days, 4 tries, 4 wins. So I'll leave you that, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.